At any moment, a crazy ex could show up and whack me. That's what I'm trying to say. Hey everybody, it's Nathaniel Dodds and tutvid.com, and I'm coming to you from a parking lot that is completely empty because it's like 1 a.m. I tried to film this video earlier today, but the sound was all over the place. It was very bad. Brand new microphone system, and I just didn't have things leveled off correctly. So here we go again for the top 5 best, 5 worst things about the new Instagram stories. And as you know, Instagram stories, it's basically like a ripoff of Snapchat in Instagram now. So let's go with the best features first. And the number one feature in my mind is the fact that you can be found organically. So part of the problem with Snapchat was it was just very difficult to find other people. You kind of had to Google around or ask friends, hey, do you know anyone cool to follow on Snapchat? Well, here, not only will you be able to follow people that you're already following on Instagram that you know and you love, you can, check out the hashtags, see who other people are following, have friends tag you in someone else's post and say, hey, you got to check out so-and-so's story. So organic shareability and findability is great for finding people to follow, but also you as a creator. Don't you want your content going where more people are going to find it? And I've seen some content creators saying they're getting 5, 10, 15 times the watches on Instagram than they were getting on Snapchat, and they're considering moving over to Instagram altogether. So that's definitely a big deal. Now, the number 2 best feature of the Instagram stories is the fact that you can now have all that stuff in one app. You don't really technically have to worry about Snapchat and Instagram. You can focus all of your efforts just on building an amazing Instagram brand and kind of forego using Snapchat altogether if it works with your demographic. I have a hunch that the sort of under 18 crowd, and I don't mean to use the term derogatorily, but most of the kids under 18 who know Snapchat, you're comfortable with Snapchat, you message friends on Snapchat, it's very personal. Personally, I love Snapchat, I'm 26 years old, but a lot, I think, of the under 18 crowd are gonna stick with Snapchat because they know it, they love it, they've got a lot of friends there, and maybe they're not so into Instagram. But what if you're that mid-sized brand who doesn't have time to worry about Pinterest and Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat? You can focus your efforts on like Pinterest, Facebook, and Instagram and get that functionality of Snapchat if you loved it when you use Snapchat. So everything kind of in one place. Number 2 best feature of Instagram stories. Now, the number 3 best feature of Instagram stories, or just thing I like about it, is it's so beautifully woven into the Instagram mobile app UI, the user interface. It's just, I don't know, it's really cool. So the UI, very beautiful. It's like a grown-up and mature Snapchat, if you will. I've grown to love and be used to the Snapchat interface, but maybe the Instagram stories interface is a little bit more intuitive for people who aren't familiar with that Snapchat-style platform right here, right now. Now, the number 4 best feature of the Instagram stories is the fact that you have 15 seconds per sort of, story clip as it clicks across the screen. You have 15 seconds, whereas Snapchat, I believe, was 10 seconds. It went from 8 seconds to 10 seconds, and I'm pretty sure it's at 10 seconds right now. Instagram, though, definitely ahead of it with 15 seconds, so that's pretty cool. The number 5 amazing feature of Instagram stories is the fact that you can block certain people from seeing your story. Let's say you're working on a secret project for a friend that you want to share with all of your followers, but you don't want that friend to know about it. You can do that now. You're getting ready to prank a friend, you want to share it with everybody except that person you're getting ready to prank, block them from seeing the Instagram story. You got a crazy ex that's following you around, block them from seeing your Instagram story. You can't do that with Snapchat. At any moment, a crazy ex could show up and whack me. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, just a bonus thing that I kind of like about Instagram stories, but maybe is also kind of a crutch of Instagram stories right now, is you can use Snapchat filters. But it's a little bit of a hacky workaround. You sort of have to go into Snapchat, take your photo or your video or whatever with the filter, then save it to your Snapchat memories or whatever that's called, and download it to your camera roll. But then when you're in Instagram stories, you can sort of press on the middle of your screen and drag straight down, and it'll show you photos and videos added to your camera roll within the last 24 hours and allow you to post them cleanly right to your Instagram story. Great, great little feature. Amazing little thing to know how to do. I can't really say it's one of the best features of Instagram stories. I just had to throw it in here because it's more or less a workaround because of the lack of filters in Instagram stories. All right, so let's go on and talk about the 5 worst things about Instagram stories. Number one, I don't want it to sound like sour grapes. I dearly love Snapchat, I really do, and I don't want to see them go away. I hope that they innovate and don't file some lawsuit with regard to this whole Instagram thing, but it does kind of seem like a blatant ripoff of Snapchat. Again, being very utilitarian about it, it's amazingly useful. It's super convenient to have it right in there in Instagram, getting great reach, at least initially. But my heart loves Snapchat. I don't want Snapchat to go away, but also, like, do you want a social media network to stick around just because you personally love it? Like, don't you want to do what's best for your brand, for yourself, all of that? So it's kind of like this mental gymnastics I play. And I should say, most of these bad features about Instagram stories, you'll see that I'm kind of nitpicking because they did, you know, as much as I might want to be reluctant about admitting it because of my bias and love for Snapchat, Facebook/Instagram did a pretty good job rolling this out, and it's been pretty nice so far. But again, rip off of Snapchat, pretty blatantly.
Hey Snapchat, we want to buy you. No, Facebook, we're not selling ourselves to you. All right, we're just going to go ahead and make Snapchat 2.0 and call it Instagram Stories.
At least that's kind of what it seems like. Now, the number two worst thing or least favorite thing about Instagram stories is there's no way to hide it in the UI if you don't like it. At least I haven't seen anything about hiding it. I haven't found anything that tells me how to hide that bar across the top of the screen with all little avatars on it. If you don't like if you don't like Instagram stories, and that's not why you use the Instagram app, it's just there in your face for you to see, and there's not really any way to get around it. Every time you open the app, you're going to see Instagram stories. My number three least favorite thing about this app is I only follow a couple hundred people on my Instagram channel at Tutvid, and by the way, you should be following me. I only follow a few hundred people, and I feel like there's way too many stories. Way too many stories. I can't get through them all. I wish there was a way I could, like, set best friends. It would be amazing to have a feature like that. So, like, 25 people who I really never want to miss their stories, I can have them bump to the front of the line. But there's just so many people on Instagram, and if you follow 1,000 people or 1,200 people, I don't know how you have enough time in the day to get through all of those Instagram stories. It's going to just begin to become overwhelming, and again, maybe even borderline frustrating if you use Instagram for the beautiful photography, the photographers, or the cooking, culinary, masterpiece creating chefs that you follow, or whatever it may be, the fitness folks that you follow on Instagram. Now you're going to be subjected to all these stories, and there's a lot of them. Snapchat was a little bit more, you know, limited, but also, you know, it's all give and take, because like we talked about earlier in the video, Instagram is going to give you this organic reach for your stories, and maybe that's something that you really want and really need. The number four least favorite feature of Instagram for me is and again, this harps back on that Instagram algorithm showing you who Instagram thinks you enjoy the most first. They're doing, it looks like, the same thing with Instagram stories. The people you interact with the most, the people whose photos you like the most, you're gonna see their Instagram stories before everybody else's, at least in your little timeline. It's a little annoying because obviously, as you go and you start liking people's stuff, certain people's images you're gonna see more often, so you might end up liking them more, much to the chagrin and neglect of other great photographers or artists or fitness folks or chefs or whatever that you follow on Instagram, whose stuff you do enjoy, but you're not really seeing that much anymore. So I wish there was a way that you could set the priority of who your best friends are. Again, there's got to be a solution to that. Some way that you, the user, can choose who you see first, and not some computer algorithm from Facebook, from Instagram, whatever. There's got to be a better way to do that. Now, the number 5 worst feature of Instagram stories is the fact that you don't get a notification when somebody takes a screenshot of anything. The reason that I think this is important is not because I care if somebody's taking a creepy screenshot of myself, whatever, to each his own. Enjoy, I guess. But sometimes you may want to gauge engagement from your audience and say, hey, everybody, screenshot this bit of my story or this Snapchat, and you can go through and see how many people screenshot it and get an idea of kind of the engagement and the reach you're having in terms of, you know, real user engagement. It's useful to have that. I wish there was something like that. I don't see it as of right now. Maybe Instagram will implement it in the future. And I guess the question I should leave you with, what have you enjoyed most about Instagram stories? So that will just about wrap it up for this video. Make sure you go ahead and hit the like button if you like this video, the little thumbs up icon. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Hope you really enjoyed the video. Thank you guys so much. Make sure you leave a comment down below. Share this video with your friends. And until next time, I'll catch you later.